Okay, I'm going to try to get another trailer under my belt here. I'm trying to get several done at a time, maybe a little more than I typically do at a time because we're getting ready to go out of town in a couple of days, and I wanted to have enough videos that I could put up on YouTube. I might not be able to put up as many as two a day like I typically can. Might only be like about one a day, but I wanted to at least keep the uploads going, scheduled and everything. So I am catching up on stuff that I have had in my to watch list for a little while. This one has not been in there very long. Pretty recently, just a few days ago, I remember adding it. And then I was getting a little confused because I was trying to find the official YouTube channel where I could watch this from. This is a third party one. I believe this is Rapid Trailer that I'm watching this one on. And I was finding it in other places. Then I was finding something else called Kursk. And it looked like it was the exact same movie that's just been renamed. And someone in the comment section of this particular video also mentioned, you know, what is this, the command? This is Kursk 2018. I think I'm saying that right, Kursk. So this is obviously a movie that has been rebranded for either re-release here, maybe. I have no idea. I don't know what it's about. Well, specifically, I know it has something to do with military stuff because it showed in the thumbnail Colin Firth and he was in a military uniform. But other than that, well, with the name Kursk, makes me think it's something Russian related, but I don't know. So let's see. Oh, I should have gone to their channel. True story, okay. Oof.
What we have? 2 acoustic events. 1 small, 1 large. 3.9 on the Richter. Mother of God. We've lost the submarine. The reactor's melting down. Get out of there. We can't leave. Or everyone dies.
Captain, we heard something happened to the Kursk. Are they alive?
We have the equipment to bring those men to the surface. If your help is needed,
I didn't know.
we will let you know.
Max von Sydow, he's been around forever. I don't know why I thought he had passed already.
Does everyone understand that?
Are they injured?
Time is of the essence. I implore you to accept our help. They will try again. Trust me, they will.
Okay. Okay, so while this was playing, I saw something flash up there in the top right corner, and it said to rent or buy or something like that on YouTube, something. So it is available now. It may be dated 2019, but based on the comment that I saw in the comment section of this video, it's been available at least elsewhere. It's already come out, and it was renamed, obviously. I don't know why they renamed it, but I'm guessing, this is just a guess, total speculation, maybe they renamed it because the title was too Russian sounding, and there's a lot of like Russia stuff happening, and maybe they felt like it would be a turnoff to audiences. Possibly. That's the only thing I can think. Don't know. Might be completely wrong. Anyway, this story, It reminds me a little bit of that movie K-19 Widowmaker with Harrison Ford in it. It was a similar type of thing, I believe, where it was a submarine had some sort of trouble, and I think it had something to do with the nuclear thing in the submarine as well. I cannot remember the details on how that one ended, but this is very reminiscent of that to me. Now I'm curious to find out what was the outcome of this story. This seems vaguely familiar to me, honestly, and I'm not sure how much of that is just because of the other movie or because of maybe it's stirring a memory in my head of when this happened or hearing about it at some point in the news. I couldn't tell you, but it does seem awfully familiar to me, especially the name of the submarine, Kursk. That seems very familiar to me. But yeah, I don't remember the specifics. So this is not typically the type of film that I would normally watch. Just like maybe 1917. See, I'm not drawn to I'm not completely drawn to military themed type things. I mean, yes, I've watched several of them, and you know, a lot of the ones I've seen have been very good, but as far as an inherent interest or like being just immediately drawn to it, I'm not, but I'm curious, and I probably would check it out at some point to find out what of course I could go and read and find out what happens, but of course this will tell you the story in a more entertaining way than reading something in a news article or, you know, or a book or whatever. Well, not that books aren't entertaining, but you know what I mean. Whatever. Anyway, I'm still not fully awake, you guys. So, you know, I probably will watch it at some point, but I won't rush to see it. But yeah, super curious to find out the real events and what happened. And of course, it seems like that in this trailer, which was just under 2 minutes 4 seconds, was pretty well done. Oh my gosh, that scares me every time, you guys. And I have it like that so that I can hear it really good, but then when it goes off, it scares the crap out of me. Anyway, what the heck was I saying? Oh yeah, the trailer. It was just a tiny bit over 2 minutes, and I feel like it flowed very well. I feel like it gave you the narrative of the story that they're telling in a very efficient manner. It did not feel to me like there was time wasted, even though it was a 2-minute trailer. This was a very well done trailer, in my opinion. There was no point at which it felt draggy, and no point at which it felt like you're showing this is a little repetitive. We don't need to see this because maybe it was because I was just very drawn into the narrative that they were showing us, the events that were happening. And also I was trying to figure out I couldn't tell if this also involved like British military as well. I honestly don't know, because sometimes when you watch a film like this, they'll have, you know, English speaking actors playing the part of, like, let's say in this case, Russian people or German people, but then they're talking in their normal accent. So unless you watch the story and you know that's the character they're playing a German or they're playing a Russian, you know, when you're just watching the trailer, I was sitting here thinking, well, does this involve the British military or is the U.S. military any? It seemed to me like British, but so I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know who these people were playing, but I guess I will find out whenever I get a chance to watch it. But anyway, yeah, it looks compelling, and certainly nothing that's a complete turn off, but nothing that is just really motivating me to want to hunt this thing down and watch it now. But I expect that at some point I would like to watch it. I think my son would be interested in something like this. It's military related. He likes a lot of military type movies. He's gravitating more towards being more interested in military type movies that are fiction movies, but rooted in or around real historical events. This is supposed to be a true story. Who knows how much of it has been dramatized? But this is just purely supposed to be based on a true story. So I'm not sure how super interested he would be, but I think he would find it kind of interesting. These sorts of things can be interesting for people. Quite tense, I guess, when you're watching films like this. It gets you really on edge because of the danger that these people are in. And so, trying to put yourself in that situation and how frightening it must be. Gosh, this is really bugging me that I can't completely put a finger on it in my head as to what the outcome of this was. And this really seems familiar. And I'm super, super curious now to go find out when the heck this thing happened. And I think that's what I'm going to do as soon as I stop recording, because it's bugging me. I'm feeling like a little distracted because I'm trying to remember when I heard about this. And I can't remember, though I'm feeling like I did hear about it at some point. But I just don't know how long ago it was. I want to say that it wasn't terribly long ago. But at the same time, it wasn't like it was just something super recent. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. I'm rambling because I'm bugged. I'm bugged about it. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this rambly thing up for now and sign off, and we'll be back later with another trailer to watch and review and comment on. Adios.